Yeah. March, week 5, language, 3rd grade, lesson 2. Taking our diagram for an essay and turning it into an actual essay. We already did the first 2 paragraphs. The intro paragraph, which just has your main idea, and then you're introducing the main idea of the cheese, and then you're introducing the main idea of the burger. And then we did this one too. So we did our cheese. So we're down here now. And if you can find the one you started, it should be right on the back of here. So if it's Miss Cammie, my main idea for why I enjoy geography so much is that I get to write, and then as 2 details I put, I get to label maps, I get to describe places. Look at it's going to be your 3rd paragraph down. And look what you wrote, and find your main idea and turn it into a sentence. Remember to push in. So I'm going to write something like, in geography, I get to write. Tell me what you guys are going to write.
In recess, I like to draw.
Okay?
Math can help in the future.
Okay? That's a good, math can help in the future.
We're doing a new paragraph.
Yes, what did it say that again? Yeah, that's good.
We're doing a new paragraph. This is body paragraph number 2.
Body paragraph number 2. So don't forget to push in to show the reader, hey, there's a new main idea now. You've probably read books where you've seen the author, even in one page, you'll see 4 or 5 pushed in, right? Each time it's kind of a new main idea coming, right? Okay? Period. You finished your thought. Now look at your 2 details and turn those into sentences.
And also, you don't want to say the same thing over and over.
That's right. So that's really funny that you said that, Silas. I almost just wrote, I also get to describe places, and then I stopped. Because I already put, in geography, I get to write, and then I wrote, I get to label maps. And so I was like, maybe I shouldn't say get to again. Because I almost did. So then I changed it. So what did you put for your first detail? In your 3rd paragraph, in the 2nd body paragraph, what did you put for the first detail? Okay, then just write, see what I wrote? I get to label maps. You can write, I get to run.
When I'm done with my meat. I don't eat cheese into a diet.
You don't like cheese?
That's way too much cheese.
Oh, okay. It is, yeah. It is too much cheese. Gage, what did you put for your 2nd detail? No, body paragraph 2. Yep.
I get to run.
There should be your main idea was it makes my body straight, right? And then you should have 2 little details with that. Oh, you changed it.
Can I go on to my...
Just a minute. PE gets you straight. Okay. You changed what you're writing from your plan. So, which I'm not sure why you did that. Because your plan was fine, but this is also fine. I get to run period. I probably, since you changed it and you're trying to think of one more thing to support PE gets you straight, I can think of something, but let's see if you can. One more thing that supports this sentence, PE gets you straight. I'll give you a clue. It's got the word stretch. You get to stretch. Do you think that's? Do you think that would work? Yeah.
That's way too much of a hint.
It was a big hint.
You should have like
If it was me, I would have stuck with your original plan because you wrote fun. And I would have wrote P was fun, but since you changed it, so now why did you get rid of I get to run? That was your first. Yeah, that's your main idea. And now you need two supporting details.
I found horseshoes.
Because these are mini paragraphs, right, Gage? Each a mini paragraph. What is the minimum a mini paragraph could have? Yeah.
The main idea.
Wait, but on the bottom you only do 2 sentences.
That's right. That's not even a real paragraph. It's kind of, that's why it's called a concluding paragraph. It's a little bit of a cheater. It's because you don't want your conclusion to be super long. Okay? So your conclusion can be just 2 sentences. When you get older, you might very well put 3 in the conclusion. And speaking of conclusion, it's time for us to do it. So for me, my main idea, it's going to go kicking right back to the very beginning. My favorite subject is. But I'm going to, now that it's a conclusion, what am I going to write?
That's why my favorite subject.
In conclusion.
Now you know why my favorite subject is geography, okay?
Now you know
In
what-
conclusion, you can see that my favorite subject is geography. So it's just going to be worded a tiny bit differently than when you wrote the first paragraph.
I was starting on my sentence and I looked up what it said.
I hope you can see I'm writing my conclusion. Why my favorite. So Gage, I wrote this is going to be a big sentence, but you don't have to. You can write, now you know why my favorite subject is PE, okay? Or, I have told you why my favorite subject is PE. This is why my favorite subject is PE. Yeah.
Physical industrial.
Oops, I almost put PE.
For my last sentence, it's /brain explosions.
Yeah, so your last sentence is just going to refer to basically your 2 body paragraphs, but just with 1 word for each one. For me, I'm going to write, it is because it is fun and I get to write. I'm writing, it is because it is fun and I get to write. Yep. You just remember, conclusion is just reminding the reader very in kind of summarizing almost what you wrote. And of course, the conclusion of a fairy tale, right, which is totally different than what we did, usually says something like, and they lived happily ever after.
Can I write a bunch? Can I draw the outlines of it when they get to the line?
Like the hamburger outlines? How many lines left? I'd sort of prefer if you didn't, because I kind of want you in your head to have the hamburger image, but then to see the whole, can I show your whole thing? See, I feel like you would kind of ruin it if you did. I think that looks really cool just the way it is. You can in your head see the hamburger.
It sort of looks like cheese and beef.
Or you can see Wall-E. That little robot guy, or R2-D2. Basically, an essay does have to have a head. That's your intro. It has to have a body, which has all the details. And it has to have the kick back to the head, the conclusion. So if you see the head, the body, and the little kicking feet, like a robot, okay? That's also, to me, either one, the hamburger or a little image of a body. But you don't need to outline it. It's so pretty the way it is. Good lesson.